Hallo meine Damen und Herren, hello ladies and gentlemen. Ich bin's mal wieder, euer Josef, und ich habe heute ein ganz besonderes Schmankerl für euch. Ich bin immer noch auf dem 70.000 Tons of Metal, zusammen mit einer Band, die ich aus ganzem Herzen unheimlich liebe und verehre. Batushka, die Inkarnation eines gefühllosen, brutalen, monströsen Gottes. Gentlemen, it is a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you. Guten Tag. Good morning.
Before we started recording, I asked you if we could dive a bit deeper into the philosophy of Batushka. What constitutes the ideas of your bands?
Yeah, so the philosophy behind it is to present the orthodox, how to say that, the overall elements and like the way everything sticks together. I'm kind of missing the word here.
Holistic?
Yeah, it's like the whole concept together with like the visual aspect, with the sound, because there's a specific sound element to it as well, and yeah, like the full experience, pretty much.
This thrives in a concept of perfectionism. That's
also elements of language, Slavonic church language that we use, but also we use our original language that only used in our area. It's a mixing of Ukrainian, Belarusian, Polish language, specifically only for us. The concept is not only for outfits, but also in the music that we are used elements of Orthodox music, especially in chanting. So that's whole thing. It's our Orthodox black metal that we say, but also we use not only a black metal elements, but doom metal, low tuning, low singing and chanting that use in Orthodox Church.
If I would describe your sound, I would describe it as spiritually healing and wholesome experience. How would you describe your sound in only a few words?
If I was supposed to like describe it like briefly, for me that's atmosphere. That's the first thing. It's also brutality, and at the same time, this kind of like this. I don't know if that's the right word. Thoughtfulness, maybe. Like
Mindfulness, thoughtfulness.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the calm element, the calming and healing element. Yeah. Thoughtfulness. I'm struggling for words here. I'm sorry. Yeah. I find your stage build-up very spectacular and very
like this catharsis kind of element.
Yes. It's like you build a church within the metal scene on every metal stage to build a platform to worship oneself, and I think that's very, very endearing for me. I'm gushing the whole time. I'm sorry. I just love that band. Okay. The visual elements that you use, are they also derived from Polish and Ukrainian illustrations, or are they just like Europe specifically?
It comes from Orthodox Church. Of course, it's outfits and elements from our stage. It's making by us, but on the elements that using and in Orthodox Church. So the ropes are using for Shema monks. Orthodox Church. This on the stage is also making by us on the elements showing in Orthodox Church.
Yeah, it's basically if you look at this design of Orthodox Church, like the way everything is set up, it is pretty much a big resemblance. There's like all the elements that you find on our stage spot, let's say, you can also find in the real Orthodox Church.
We use inverted crosses and some blasphemic elements, but we are not staying on the left, on the right side, but we are going ahead and then telling our fans that they can find this path. They can be blasphemic, or they can be on the other side. So we are not saying.
It's up to interpretation, basically.
Yeah.
I think that's a very progressive idea of a church, that you can denounce it or be a part of it, be blasphemic or be a part of this concept of the religion, and just heading the way together with your fans. That's also something that I really enjoy about your band. That's freaking awesome. I have gushed enough. This is one of my favorite bands of all time, Batushka. I'm Joseph, and the camera working today is Dominic. And I hope you guys have as spectacular day, as spectacular as mine is, sitting next to one of the greatest black metal bands of all time. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and rock and roll.